After the car crash, the doctor insisted I had amnesia. But every woman who came to visit me, I remember perfectly clearly, she's a famous neurologist across the country. But she still firmly believes I've forgotten some of the most important things. This doctor is really good at making excuses for herself. These days, I've been in the hospital. I've met everyone I'm supposed to meet. If there really was someone important, how come they haven't come to see me yet? Yeah, you remember everything you should. What kind of amnesia is that even? After the young nurse left, suddenly there showed up in the ward a man dressed in a sharp suit. He's at the hospital right now. Do you want to come over to see him? Is he dead? If not, don't bother me. Mr. Gu, you're awake. Who are you? You don't recognize me anymore. I'm Li Xue, assistant to President Song. Who is President Song? Gu-chun, President Song is very busy right now. Stop faking amnesia. Even if you threaten to hang yourself, it won't work. Listening to all these confusing words, I was even more baffled, though I still had no idea what was going on. Her attitude made me feel really uncomfortable, especially looking at her disgusted face. I felt an unexplainable dislike. Wait. Huh? What did you say? 6 years. It's still me, for sure. Exact same face, but way more mature than I remembered, with a lingering hint of sadness. Could everything that Li Xue said just now be true? It's already 6 years later now. I'm actually married, but my memory is still stuck when I was 18, right when I first entered college. Back then, I had a crush on a senior. I think her name was Song Yuyan. Even though she was my senior, she was 2 years younger than me, and now I'm actually married to her. According to what Li Xue said, I married Song Yuyan when I was 22. It was a flash marriage, no emotional foundation. After we got married, I found Song Yuyan didn't care about me at all. She was really close to a guy named Jiang Shuo around her, as the unloved one in the relationship. I started using all kinds of ridiculous tricks to get Song Yuyan's attention, but all I got was her growing disgust for me. Finally, I threatened to kill myself to make Song Yuyan cut off all contact with Jiang Shuo. If you don't keep your distance from Jiang Shuo, I'll kill myself right in front of you. Then go ahead and die already. Save me the trouble. Killing myself for love is so not something I'd do. Back in the day, I hated simps more than anything. By the time I processed all this, I was already in the master bedroom of our wedding house. The doctor said I had no serious issues, so Li Xue just drove me back home directly. Gu-chung, President Song is very busy most of the time. Stop bothering her with these cheap tricks, okay? I looked at the huge villa in front of me and lost the urge to make a fuss. I was totally blown away by this insane wealth. Even just the small walk-in closet was several times bigger than my old house. Even though I knew I'd been married to Song Yuyan for 5 years, for me, it was the first time I got to observe her face this close. I gotta say, it totally makes sense that she was my goddess back in my teen years. Just having her face in front of me already made my mood a lot better. Gu-chung, what are you throwing a fit about now? Throw a fit? Dude, I haven't said a single word. Ever since you got back, every other time you'd come running up to me. The second I got home. Did you switch up your tricks now? I was a little shocked. After marrying Song Yuyan, was I really that thirsty for her? I'm really tired from work lately. I don't have time for your silly antics. Gu-chun, stop trying to mess with Jiang Shuo. Even if you threaten to kill yourself, it won't work. Li Xue already told me pretty much everything about what's going on between Song Yuyan and me. It's basically that Song Yuyan loves Jiang Shuo, and I'm just the fool in this relationship who keeps picking fights with Jiang Shuo, which only makes Song Yuyan hate me more. This suicide stunt was also because I was jealous of how well Song Yuyan takes care of Jiang Shuo, so I secretly sabotaged Jiang Shuo's company like crazy and badmouthed their artists. Right now, my mind is a total mess. After all, I lost all these years of memories. I really have no idea why I would act this crazy. 18-year-old me despised lovesick fools more than anything, and now I'm killing myself over a woman. Hey, you. What are you doing? Song Yuyan, don't touch me. Be good, don't throw a fit at me. I hate that she always talks to me in that sort of tone. Even the face I've had a crush on for years is starting to lose its appeal. Song Yuyan, I'm your husband, right? But ever since I got back from the hospital, it's fine that you didn't say a single caring word to me. Now you're aggressively accusing me? What gives you the right? Because you brought all this on yourself. She didn't have much strength, but she just happened to grip right onto my wound. Even though I was grimacing in pain, I held it in and didn't make a sound. I'll let this slide this time. Never threaten me with suicide again. When I woke up the next morning, Song Yuyan was no longer next to me. I threw on some random clothes and went downstairs. The second I got downstairs, I saw she was already sitting by the dining table eating breakfast. Mr. Gu? Good morning. You're awake? Come over and have breakfast then, even though it's just breakfast. The spread was so fancy it left me stunned. Ah! What guy eats this kind of stuff first thing in the morning? Wait, why is there durian here too? This was specially sent over by young Master Jiang. It's also his favorite. It was air freighted all the way from Europe. Sigh. Forget it, I'm not hungry. You guys go ahead and eat first. Gushen, know when to stop. Wait, me not eating durian is a problem for you too. You're only refusing to eat it because this was sent by Jiang Shuo. That's why you won't eat it. When are you gonna stop putting on that jealous face? Me? Jealous of Jiang Shuo? That's such a joke. I don't know what the 27-year-old me looks like in front of Song Yuyan, but no matter what, we are husband and wife after all. Does she not even know I'm allergic to durian? Miss, young Master Jiang is here. Yuyan, am I interrupting you two? I knew this man was Jiang Shuo the second I saw him. I'm Song Yuyan's husband. But the butler only calls me Mr. Gu, yet he calls him young Master Jiang. Welcome, young Master Jiang. No wonder the 27-year-old me targeted Jiang Shuo so much. We are a legitimate married couple, but I still can't compare to the obvious preference she shows for that other man. Mr. Gu, I heard you slit your wrist yesterday. Are you doing okay now? None of your business. Yuyan, maybe I should leave first. It seems like Mr. Gu doesn't really welcome me. I don't know what the 27-year-old me is like in front of the two of them, but right now I'm the 18-year-old me. I don't love Song Yuyan at all, so there's no way I'm gonna swallow my pride and put up with this. You know, you're not welcome and you still came. What a total attention seeker. Gucheng, stop being unreasonable, okay? She took the initiative to bail Jiang Shuo out. My impression of her dropped even further again. At first, I was kind of excited that I woke up married to my crush goddess. That thought made me a little excited. But looking at it now, Song Yuyan is really nothing special. Yuyan, I came here specifically to invite you to my victory celebration banquet. Gucheng, you won't skip it, right? I didn't want to go at first, but when I saw the disdain and provocation hidden in Jiang Shuo's eyes, I suddenly made the stupid call to agree. Sure, after all, I'm Yuyan's husband. I have to accompany Yuyan to social events anyway. There they are. No wonder the 27-year-old me ended up in this state. Having people gossip behind your back every single day. Of course, your mind would get twisted. I must have loved Song Yuyan so much back then, right? That's why after suffering day after day, I chose to end my own life. Isn't he awkward standing there all alone? Why would he be awkward? As long as he can be with Yuyan, he'd even kneel for her if you asked. He's not even dead. Why would I kneel for him? Okay, stop messing around, everyone. I was being mocked like that to my face. Not only did she not stand up for me, she just told both sides to cut it out equally. Looks like I'm not welcome here. I won't bother you all anymore. Goodbye. Am I seeing this right? He actually dared to give Yuyan the cold shoulder. Did Jiang Shuo really make him lose his mind? Those noisy, chattering voices behind me made me really annoyed. I went to the outdoor swimming pool to clear my head. But it didn't take long. Jiang Shuo suddenly walked out. Mr. Gu, you really make me see you in a whole new light. What exactly do you want to say? I hate you that much. Aren't you scared I'll push you into the pool from here? I'm actually more scared you don't have the guts to do it. Ha ha ha, after all, everyone knows Yuyan will definitely save me. Cut the crap. Guchen, dare you make a bet with me? If you two are really that in love, why don't you let Song Yuyan divorce me? Do you have to be a homewrecker and break others' marriage to be happy? That's only because you've been clinging to her like crazy. To hang on to Yuyan, you even went so far as to attempt suicide. She only didn't divorce you out of pity. Guchen, I'm asking you one more time. Dare you take the bet? If you don't dare, I'll count you as the winner. Everyone knows I can't swim. Stupid things like suicide. I'm not dumb enough to try that a second time. Guchen, get in the water already. I couldn't feel anything at all. All my senses were drowned by the pool water from all directions. I struggled with all my might to swim upwards. But just when my vision went blurry, a familiar figure jumped off the pool edge and swam towards the other direction. It was my wife, Song Yuyan. When Jiang Shuo and I fell into the water at the same time, she swam towards him really fast. A sharp pain shot through my heart. Maybe this was the last bit of emotion left in my 27-year-old self. Both Jiang Shuo and I were rescued out of the water, except he was saved by Song Yuyan. The one who saved me was a strange woman, putting other things aside. She's really quite good-looking. She's exactly my type. Guchen, are you okay? Song Yuyan tried to give me a hand, but I shook her off hard. The surroundings fell into dead silence. I could even hear the deliberately slowed breathing of everyone present. A rich, pretty heiress like Song Yuyan probably never had anyone treat her roughly before, right? Song Yuyan, let's get a divorce. I don't want anything at all. That push just now, count as your breakup payment to your ex-husband. Song Yuyan stood there in silence for a long time, then suddenly walked towards me. I already said that push counts as breakup payment. You're not that petty, are you? Song Yuyan didn't say anything. She just grabbed my wrist tightly, trying to drag me away. In the chaos, a slender wrist suddenly grabbed mine. Yuyan, he almost drowned just now. Just let it go, okay? The speaker was the person who saved me from the water just now. She was also soaking wet all over. Putting other things aside, she really has a unique kind of charm. She's totally a different type from Song Yuyan. Song Yuyan is cold and smart. She's an ice queen type of beauty. But this woman is full of wildness and extremely charming. For a split second, I actually got distracted for a moment. Ye Jiswan, he is my husband. Who do you think you are to advise me?
Oh, really?
Then why did I hear him say just now that he wants to divorce you? And no matter what, I just saved your husband's life, right? Shouldn't you thank me? Humph. I will give you full charge of the West Suburb project. Stay out of the matters between Gu Chen and me. The West Suburb project is a total cash cow. Yuyan just gave it to Ye Zhishuan just like that. That's a project worth tens of billions. Even the Zhang family only got a tiny share of it. Yuyan actually gave full control to Ye Zhishuan. After leaving the banquet, I was taken to a hotel room by Song Yuyan. She grabbed my wrist, wanting to help me take a hot shower. Song Yuyan, can you go out first? You are my husband. What's wrong with me looking at you? When I had been soaking in the tub for quite a while, Song Yuyan suddenly walked in. I had no idea what she was going to do. I got startled immediately. Guchen, thank God you're okay. Do you have any idea how scared I was just now? President Su, please behave yourself. Ye Zhishuan was clearly the one who saved me. What right does Song Yuyan have to say that? I will never forget. The moment Jiang Shuo and I fell into the water at the same time. The sight of her back as she rushed towards him. Even though I have lost my memory of the past 5 years, I still felt an instinctive sharp pain in my heart then. I guess that was my 27-year-old self making the final struggle. She knew I can't swim, but she still chose to save Jiang Shuo first. If it weren't for Ye Zhishuan, I would have died a long time ago. I've escaped from death twice in a row. All my feelings for the person I've crushed on for so long are completely gone now. This is my fault. I promise there will never be a situation like this again, okay? It doesn't matter anymore. After we get divorced, you can save whoever you want. Do whatever you like. I know you're angry, but that's not what you think it is. And I don't agree to the divorce you mentioned. What gives you the right to say no? Listen to me, Song Yuyan. I'm definitely getting this divorce. Song Yuyan looked a little angry, but she knew I had every reason to lose my temper. So she held back and didn't pick a fight with me. When I walked to the bedroom, Song Yuyan clung to me again relentlessly. Get a good sleep first. We'll talk about it tomorrow, okay? Let go of me, Song Yuyan. Don't make me hit you. I didn't know how pathetic I was at 27. After everything that's happened, Song Yuyan still thinks she can coax me around. Since you can't sleep, let's do something else then. Ah, did I hurt you? The panic in her eyes at that moment made me think she might actually care about me. But I quickly shook off that silly thought. A woman who doesn't even care if I live or die. Why would she care about my injury? Where exactly are you hurting? Tell me already, will you? Song Yuyan suddenly looked a little dazed as she stared at my clenched hand. She always thought I was just faking it to gain sympathy. It never crossed her mind that it was actually real. Gu-chung, you're actually being serious. Are you happy now? Who gave you permission to do that? Do you even care about me? You just stood there and watched, as I almost drowned. My words stabbed her like a needle. I saw her pitch black, eyes narrow slightly. Don't move around yet. I'll call the doctor to check on you. Jiang Shuo came with the doctor. Yuyan, is Gu-chung okay? He's fine, you can go back and rest first. Don't worry about this place. But I feel really bad about it. After all, you almost got Mr. Chen drowned because of me. You look like a decent guy. You're pretty good at acting, though. Too bad I didn't record it back then. Otherwise, if Song Yuyan heard what you said to me back then, I wonder how she'd react. Gu-chung, stop talking already. Get some good rest here. I'll come see you again tomorrow when I'm free. Hurry up and leave. Better bring the divorce agreement with you. If you don't write it, I'll go find a lawyer to write it for me. His assets must be ridiculously large. If he drafts the agreement, there won't be any other trouble, and it saves him from thinking I'm after his money. Gu-chung, I'm not going to divorce you. You can forget about that. I looked at my phone. I used my birthday as the password at first, but it failed to unlock. I tried a few common numbers and still got an error. I finally unlocked it right away using Song Yuyan's birthday. I scoffed helplessly, then immediately changed the password back to my birthday. The next day. I didn't wait for her at all. I called Ye Zixuan directly. Hello, this is Gu-chung. Do you have time to get a drink with me? What can I do for you, Mr. Gu? I want to thank you. After all, you saved my life yesterday. Okay, so where do we meet? Let's meet at the nearby coffee shop. I'm leaving now. Hey, not bad, Mr. Go. You're as punctual as you used to be. Mainly because I want to thank you. After all, you saved my life yesterday. Anything is fine. You can order whatever you want. Why do I feel like you're so different from before? Really? How am I different? I don't really want other people to know I lost my memory. Besides, I don't even know how close I am with Ye Jiswan, judging from what happened yesterday. We probably don't know each other very well. Maybe it's because I was shocked yesterday. Gu-chung, what's wrong with you exactly? We've known each other for so many years. You can tell me anything directly. Gu-chung, you're really acting strange. Ever since you woke up in the hospital last time, you've been really different from usual. Is it because of Song Yuyan? Even you can tell I'm different. But she can't. There's really no point in continuing this marriage. Gu-chung, are you really planning to divorce Yuyan? Just based on what happened yesterday. Don't you think a divorce is more than justified? You used to be so obsessed with her. I never thought you were serious about getting a divorce. When you married Song Yuyan, wherever she went, you stuck to her like glue. You hated every opposite-sex friend around her. Let alone Jiang Shuo. Was I that crazy? Monsieur, don't badmouth me for no reason, okay? Not only were you super possessive, you were also really insecure. But that said, even though Yuyan acted like she disliked you, she never wanted to break up with you. After you got married to her, all your old friends, especially opposite-sex friends. You refuse to meet any of them. No matter what we say, we are college classmates after all. We went through so much together. Even if I got rejected when I confessed to you, we still have friendship. You just cut off contact out of nowhere. So that means you know me pretty well, right? Hearing she knows me in such detail, my eyes lit up immediately. I lost my memory after all. I don't have a clear idea of the current situation. If she's here to help, things will be much easier for me. I don't want Song Yuyan to know I lost my memory. Otherwise, things will get really troublesome. Time passed quickly. Even though I didn't say it clearly, Ye Zhishuan seemed to know I was in trouble. She didn't ask for details at all. She just told me everything about my past 2 years. I couldn't help but sigh. I can't believe 27-year-old me actually loved someone to such an extent. Wait, isn't that Gu Chung? Why is he with Ye Zhishuan? I remember I told you before, I don't like you getting too close to him. We're getting a divorce soon. What I do is none of your business. You saved my husband yesterday. I already thanked you with the West Suburb project. You two don't need to meet in private. I gripped the sofa armrest beside me hard. I swear I've heard this line somewhere before. I suddenly looked up at her. My eyes were full of red bloodshot lines. I remember now. There's a clear image in my mind, showing Song Yuyan said the exact same thing before. I just went out for a walk. What's it to you? That day he came home late from a work event. I asked where he went. He would brush me off with this same impatient tone. And now I'm throwing those same words right back at him. My meeting with Jiang Shuo is not what you think. Our two families are old friends after all. Some business interactions are unavoidable. But I'm already reducing contact with him. Believe it or not, it's up to you. All right, stop acting like you care. If you feel guilty, because you almost killed me yesterday, and want to save our marriage, there's no need for that. If you really have a guilty conscience, just be more generous when signing the divorce agreement. Give me more money. That's way more practical. After that day, Song Yuyan and I parted on bad terms again. I really can't figure it out. Why she doesn't want to divorce me. She clearly loves Jiang Shuo and dislikes me a lot. Isn't divorce exactly what she wants?
Gu Cheng, what do you mean?
You moved out without even saying a word. What do you mean? What do I mean? We're getting a divorce soon. I can't still live with you, right? Hurry up and draft the divorce agreement. I just finished packing my stuff at home. When someone knocked on the door, I thought it was a delivery, so I hurried to open the door, only to see Song Yuyan holding back her anger, standing at the door. What are you doing here? Wait, how do you even know where I live? Song Yuyan marched right in, glanced at the decoration of the rental apartment, and got even angrier right away. Gutung, you'd rather live in this dump like a doghouse than stay home just to throw a tantrum. Song Yuyan, do I look like I'm throwing a tantrum? I really want to divorce you. Isn't this what you wanted? When did I ever say I wanted a divorce? Song Yuyan looked at me, like I was a totally unreasonable person. Aw, honey, stop being mad, okay? Come home with me. I promise nothing like this will ever happen again. No need. Just get the divorce agreement ready. Honey, do you really have to be this stubborn with me? I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. This isn't some silly joke I'm pulling on you. Are you really gonna sleep alone in this dark, damp dump without me around? You won't be able to fall asleep on your own. Ever since I woke up with amnesia, I thought Song Yuyan and I were a miserable, mismatched couple. But judging by how she's talking right now, it sounds like we're actually a loving married couple that just bickers a lot. Song Yuyan, I've already made up my mind. I want a divorce. I can't stand living like this for one more day. After kicking Song Yuyan out the door, I started setting up my new place. As for work stuff at the company, I've gotten most of the basics down, but I'm still struggling to catch up. So I need to spend a ton of time getting up to speed. When I got home from work that evening, I just opened up WeChat Moments, when a post from Jiang Shuo popped up right in front of me. It was a photo of him and Song Yuyan together, with a super vague caption attached. If we hadn't missed each other back then, would the guy standing by your side be me? I let out a cold laugh. Isn't he obviously hinting to Song Yuyin that she's not in love with me and that she'll divorce me sooner or later to be with him? I liked the post, left a 99 comment under it, then blocked him right away. I also found Song Yuyin's number and blocked all her contact info on everything. You blocked me. Oops, my bad. I shouldn't have blocked you right away. Forgot we're still not divorced yet. You're here to get me to sign the divorce papers, right? Perfect, I just need to take a day off. After we sign, we can go get the divorce certificate done. Gucheng, right now. Add me back immediately. No way. Honey, I'm sorry, okay? Just add me back as a friend, please. I don't even have your number memorized. You don't remember my number. What's wrong with that? How could you possibly forget my number? You used to recite it backwards without even thinking. Crap, she caught me. So what if I forgot? We're getting divorced anyway. Is it a crime that I forgot your number? Gucheng, what is wrong with you? Ever since you woke up after that suicide attempt, you're a completely different person. Isn't that totally normal? When someone goes through something that serious, of course they're gonna change a little. Did you really expect me to be the same as before? Following you around like a lost little puppy. Song Yuyan stared at me, a flash of threat in her eyes. She completely ignored all my perfunctory excuses just now, grabbed my phone out of my hand without a word, and went to unlock it like she'd done it 100 times, only to get a wrong password notification. You changed your password. Yeah, so what? Your old password was my birthday. Song Yuyan, give me my phone back. I still have to go to work. Take the day off. If you want, I can buy the entire company for you. Song Yuyan tried a few more passwords. Our wedding anniversary? Wrong. She pursed her lips and tried my birthday next. That one worked. Song Yuyan gave me a quiet, meaningful look. Didn't say a word. Then changed the password to our wedding anniversary. I snatched the phone back to unlock it, but I couldn't get it open no matter what I tried. Song Yuyan. What gives you the right to change my password? The password is our wedding anniversary. You can change it back if you want. I froze when I heard that. Wedding anniversary. I have amnesia for crying out loud. The only thing I know about her is the crush I had on her years ago. Now that I've seen what a terrible person she really is, her pretty face, smoking hot body and rich family background don't do a single thing for me anymore. There's no way I'd bother learning random stuff like our anniversary. You have amnesia, don't you? You just don't remember things. That doesn't mean you don't love me. When you get your memories back, you definitely won't want a divorce anymore. Her words made me absolutely disgusted. I was also scared that if I did get my memories back, I'd turn back into that pathetic 27-year-old Gucheng again. That version of me was so sad and humiliating. I'd rather never get my memories back ever again. Gucheng. Wait, when did you get here? No, wait. How do you have a key to my apartment? I contacted the landlord. Bought this whole place. Give me the key. I'm changing the locks tomorrow. How much have you forgotten? I haven't forgotten a thing. Who said I forgot? I divorced you because I don't love you. How many times do I have to tell you? I wasn't done talking yet. Song Yuyan hugged me from behind right away. Don't say things like that. You have amnesia? I won't hold it against you. When you get your memory back, I'll settle the score with you. Song Yuyan, are you ever gonna stop? You don't love me at all. You never treat me right. Why the hell should I stay with you? So what if I have amnesia? I've wanted to leave you for ages. It's just a normal fight between us. Gucheng, I already explained this to you. I didn't do it on purpose that time. Jiangsu and I are not what you think. The Song family and the Zhang family are old family friends. We had a child engagement when we were little, but I never had romantic feelings for him. After I married you, my grandpa felt guilty towards him, so he told me to take better care of him. Other than that, we have no other relationship at all. Who would buy that crap? You value his life more than you value mine. Looks like you're still throwing a fit over that incident. I didn't know you had amnesia back then. I should have explained it to you right away. I didn't want to listen to her explanation at all. But Song Yuyan wouldn't let me leave. That day I heard someone fell into the water. My first reaction was to check if you were okay. They said it was Jiang Shuo, so I saved him. But I had no idea you fell into the water too. With just those few simple sentences, she completely shifted all the blame off herself. Song Yuyan saw that I totally didn't buy her story. She stayed silent for a long time. You don't believe me. Why the hell should I believe you? Everyone saw what happened back then. You rushed over without even thinking. You did it to save him. It had nothing to do with me. After I was rescued by Ye Zhishuan, you were still so cold to me, Song Yuyan. Do I look that stupid to you? If you really care about me, just let me go. Except for divorce. I can agree to anything you want when you get your memory back. We can talk about the divorce then. It's no use, Song Yuyan. Since God made me forget all this, that means I shouldn't remember it. I'm totally against regaining those memories. I don't want to be the person I was at 27. Song Yuyan had no other choice. She could only try to calm me down for the time being. A few days after I got back to my normal life, Jiang Shuo came to find me on his own. Gucheng, let's have a talk. I didn't want other people to laugh at us, so I took him to a coffee shop next to my company. Jiang Shuo looked really haggard and worn out. He had really dark under-eye circles. Hurry up and say whatever you came here for. You're pretty smug, aren't you? Yuyan unilaterally called off the cooperation with the Yi family. Now everyone in the circle knows the Yi family has no backing anymore. What does that have to do with me? Yuyan said she won't help me anymore. You said something to her, didn't you? I thought you came here to apologize sincerely. Looks like you're just here for your own benefit. We have nothing to talk about. I turned around to leave, when I heard Jiang Shuo yell from behind me. Why the hell does a country hick like you get to be her husband? Get to marry her? What am I lacking compared to you? I stopped in my tracks immediately. I feel like I've heard these words before. Not long after I married Song Yuyan, all his friends were making fun of me. Jiang Shuo was pretty nice to me back then. He even seemed very understanding. He gave me a lot of advice. But all that advice he gave me kept making me look like a fool in front of everyone. I started to become insecure, timid, and paranoid. Those memories kept flashing through my mind. I was very sure these were my own memories. Gucheng, I can apologize to you. But you have to tell Yuyan. What goes on between you and Song Yuyan is none of my business at all. Just tell her for me. I don't want to see either of you ever again. How come we run into you every time at these events? Right, Yuyan, this is my husband. Stay away from him. I didn't do anything to him, did I? Look how tense you are. Jiang Shuo, why do you always pick on Gucheng in private? He's the one picking on me, okay? Jiang Shuo had a cold look on his face until he saw Song Yuyan. His expression softened a little. Yuyan, no matter what, we grew up together from childhood. We are basically childhood sweethearts. What happened before was just a misunderstanding. Can't you just let this go? I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I don't owe you anything. I cut you slack before for your grandpa's sake.
That's why I took extra care of you.
But that doesn't mean you can be insatiable. Me? Insatiable. Jiang Shuo tried to retort, but couldn't come up with any excuse. He could only clench his fists, glared at me bitterly, turned around and left. After he left, I finally found out why he couldn't hold back to come make trouble for me today. Turns out Song Yuyan directly made the swimming pool incident public, making Jiang Shuo a laughingstock in our circle. Thinking of this, those fragmented images flashed before my eyes again. My head started throbbing badly right away. Are you feeling unwell? Let me take you to the hospital. No, I'm not going. Just keep your Jiang Shuo in check, so he doesn't bother me again later. I don't need you to care about anything else. Don't worry, I won't give him another chance. I won't make this kind of mistake again. You can choose not to make mistakes anymore, but not all mistakes can be forgiven. I already gave you the West Suburb project. Don't push your luck. After all, I saved his life. I'm his lifesaver. He never knew how to swim since he was a kid. If I hadn't stepped in that day, you would have lost your husband. Is that how you talk to your husband's lifesaver? Hearing that, Song Yuyan's gaze turned sharp. A cold glint flashed across her eyes. How did you know he can't swim? Since you two are getting a divorce, I won't hide anything anymore. Guchen and I have known each other for a long time. I even confessed to him before. but then he fell in love with you. Guchen, if you think you made a stupid mistake, I can give you another chance to choose, almost the next second. Song Yuyen lunged right at her. The two women fought like crazy. I've never seen the usually calm Song Yuyen have such a big emotional outburst. I've also never seen women fight before, so I just let them go at it. I didn't try to break them up, turned around and went back to the company. But I didn't expect Song Yuyan to be faster than me. When I arrived downstairs of the company, Song Yuyan was already standing there. There was a faint smile on the corner of her mouth. Her eyes lit up when she saw me. Relax, I'm not badly hurt. Who said I'm worried about you? Don't flatter yourself. I'll pick you up after work. I told you I want a divorce. Which part of that don't you understand? You have amnesia now. That's why you don't remember your feelings for me. You'll be fine once you remember. Why would I want to remember? Because you and Jiang Shuo are innocent. Or do you think once I remember, I'll go back to being as pathetic and subservient as before? I never thought that. Looking at her reaction, I suddenly felt a wave of exhaustion. Song Yuyan, I always had expectations for marriage. I thought I would marry a very kind wife. But I never expected my future wife would turn out to be like this. Even if you and Jiang Shuo are innocent, so what? You never fulfilled your duties as a wife. I don't see the point of continuing this marriage. Let's get a divorce. I said a long paragraph to Song Yuyan. All of it was my true thoughts. At that moment, I saw the light in Song Yuyan's eyes shatter into pieces. I turned around, didn't glance at her again. After that day, I refused to hear any news about Song Yuyan. People in our circle always suck up to the powerful and step on the weak. After they found out what happened last time, they started coming to me to dig for info. Some wanted to curry favor with me, but I ignored all of them. I just focused on my own work, waiting for the day Song Yuyan agrees to the divorce. When it was time to get off work, I stretched. I originally wanted to ask Ye Jishuan out for dinner, to thank her properly. But just as I was about to walk out of the company gate, I saw a black luxury car parked there. The surrounding colleagues were whispering to each other, winking at me. I cursed under my breath, walked straight past without looking sideways. Song Yuyan also walked towards me right away. Gucheng, you're here. Did you come to bring me the divorce agreement? Song Yuyan didn't answer and deliberately changed the subject. She pulled out a car key out of nowhere. Like it? It's the latest Hummer. I don't like it, that's what I said out loud. But when I saw the car key, the reaction from the bottom of my heart was real. Song Yuyan dragged me right into the car. We drove till it got dark. By the time I realized what was going on, I was already sitting in a restaurant. Have a meal with me, will you? After you finish this meal, will you agree to divorce me? Song Yuyan was silent for a long time before speaking. If you don't have this meal with me, I won't divorce you. You said that, right? This dinner was extremely lavish, like it was carefully prepared. There was red wine and candles, and all kinds of flower platters. It was the super romantic type. This dinner was extremely lavish, like it was carefully prepared. There was red wine and candles, and all kinds of flower platters. I ate really fast, with no nostalgia at all. I'm full, I'll head out first. Gucheng, do you forget what day it is today? What day? Today is our wedding anniversary. I had zero memory of it in my head. I thought for a long time, and found I couldn't remember how we used to celebrate it at all. Fine, let's just take this as our last dinner. I knew she wanted to save our marriage, but I really don't think our marriage is worth saving at all. After I said sorry, I turned around to go to the bathroom. Looking at myself in the mirror, I told myself not to turn back. After I calmed down, I just turned to leave, when I saw Song Yuyan walking right towards me. Honey, please remember, okay? Song Yuyan let go of me. She's being this persistent, just because I lost my memory. She thinks as long as I remember, I won't have the heart to divorce her. It's no use. I know myself. Even if I don't love you anymore because of amnesia, I can feel it. Even if I remember everything right now, I'll still divorce you. You love me so much. We were so in love, you just forgot about it. Gushing, are you okay? I'm fine, don't touch me. Gucheng. The pain in the back of my head made all sorts of images flash before my eyes. The kiss at our wedding, the wine Jiang Shuo handed me, The teacup my father-in-law smashed, and all those mocking stares. These fragments came faster and faster, and got clearer and clearer, until they connected into full memories. I remember everything. Our first time, how we got together, how we got married, how we broke up over Jiangshuo. I also remembered how they made a fool of me and embarrassed me in front of my parents-in-law. All that pain was right in front of my eyes. When I remembered all of this, my heart hurt so bad it went numb. No wonder I wanted to forget. No wonder I couldn't remember anything. That memory was just so painful. What's wrong, Gucheng? Song Yuyan, you make me sick. I looked into her eyes, clutched my chest, and fell to the ground with a thud and passed out. When I woke up again, I was already lying in the hospital. It was the same familiar doctor. He was checking my pupils. She was sitting by the bed, gripping her hand really tight. When she saw I was awake, she called the doctor over right away. He's awake. How are you feeling, Mr. Go? It's nothing serious. You just had an emotional outburst. He had a bruise in his head before. It's gone now, so he's fine. Just get some good rest. Huh. When did he hit his head? Why didn't you tell me? It's no use, Song Yuyan. Let's get a divorce. I told you, you don't remember now. Wait till you... I remember everything. I remember everything now. But I still want a divorce from you. Song Yuyan's eyes twitched violently, as if she couldn't believe it. I've never seen such a sad look in her eyes. But I know my decision is right. I'm so tired. Being with you is way too painful, Song Yuyan. Let's get a divorce. I've said the word divorce countless times. Song Yuyan reacted very strongly every time, but none of her reactions were as hopeless as right now. Song Yuyan. Let's just end this on good terms. After I left the hospital, for a very long period of time, I didn't see Song Yuyan at all. I've already made everything very clear to her. She should have figured it out by now. My life gradually became peaceful. Work matters are also getting on the right track. Only one thing is giving me a real headache. After finding out I got my memory back, Ye Jixuan started contacting me very frequently. Ah. So you really did lose your memory. I was still a little doubtful before. I didn't expect it to be real. Once you get divorced, want to try dating me? Wait, I haven't gotten divorced yet. I don't even have the divorce certificate. What you're doing right now counts as poaching my partner. Of course, I'm not saying this because I'm reluctant to leave Song Yuyan. I just don't want to start another relationship so soon. Besides, even though Ye Jixuan never was a third party, she did interfere when my relationship with Song Yuyan hadn't been fully sorted out yet. I'm very grateful she saved my life back then, but that's all there is between us. I was just trying my luck, Gucheng. I got over you a long time ago. I just saw that you're not doing well, and felt bad for you. I thanked her and gave her a hug. When I suddenly saw Song Yuyan walking towards us from afar, I felt annoyed and was just about to leave. Song Yuyan suddenly rushed to the side and retched a few times. Yuyan, did you see us hugging? And felt so disgusted you want to throw up. No, I just feel a little unwell. Ah, don't tell me you're... Are you pregnant? Hey! My head was throbbing with pain. I suddenly remembered the reason I broke down back then was because Song Yuyan told me she didn't want kids. Do you really, even if she is pregnant, she won't keep the baby, other than divorce-related matters. I don't want to see you anywhere else. Sports cars, luxury houses, company shares. I can give you everything I own. You can make as much trouble as you want. I don't want to divorce you. Get in the car. I don't want people staring at us on the street. I dragged her arm directly into the car. Song Yuyan, you really don't have to do this. We are just not suitable for each other at all. For things to end up like this, both of us are at fault. I really do lack charm. Even I don't like myself sometimes. It's not that I don't like you. I do feel impatient sometimes. But I never wanted to divorce you ever. I thought even if we fight and bicker all the time, we would spend our whole lives together. But I don't want to live that kind of life anymore. Jiangshuo was just a trigger between us. We never belonged to the same world to begin with. I can't trust you, and you can't accommodate me unconditionally either. Song Yuyan, stop being so stubborn already. I stood downstairs watching her back as she walked away and let out a sigh. Today is a day off. I went to the hospital for a brain examination. When I was holding the test report ready to go home, I suddenly spotted on the street a man I haven't seen in a very long time. Gu Cheng. What's that in your hand? None of your business. I was very alert. Because Jiang Shuo right now looked really not like a normal person at all. Do you know Aksu is pregnant with your child? Why the hell? I'm the real golden boy here. Yuyan and I are childhood sweethearts. You came later. Why do you get to take everything from her? Why? What the hell? If you have problems, go find Song Yuyan directly. It has nothing to do with me. I took a step back. I didn't want to argue with his unreasonable nonsense. This matter should be handled by Song Yuyan. Are you mocking me? You know, she completely cut off all cooperation with the Jiang family and made me a laughingstock in the whole circle. You were the one who told her all those things, right? Told her I intentionally made things hard for you behind your back, that I sowed discord and pushed you down. You did all these things. Are you really scared of others finding out? I knew it was you all along. No, don't. Song Yuyan. I heard a frantic shout. The pain I expected never came. When I opened my eyes, I found Song Yuyan had actually stepped in front to shield me. Blood was bleeding nonstop from her abdomen. Her face was pale as a sheet. When she saw I was unharmed, she slowly closed her eyes. Song Yuyan, don't cry. I'm fine. Stop talking now. I won't let anything happen to you. You hear me? If I'm not lucky enough this time, you should start a new life. Widowed people don't need to get a divorce. At least we're still husband and wife. Don't say such silly things, hold on for me. Sir, please wait outside. Yu Ying, bro. This is the first time I've been this flustered. I was terrified something really bad would happen to her. All those old, faded feelings came flooding back. I realized my feelings for her never disappeared. They were just suppressed. I didn't want to get hurt again, so I tried to forget her. The operating room light stayed on the whole time. I just sat on the chair outside waiting. Nothing around me mattered at all, until Song Yuyan's mother arrived. How is Yuyan's condition now? I'm sorry, Auntie. We don't know the specific situation yet. She has been sent for emergency treatment. Song's mom rolled her eyes back. She almost fainted. You wait here. I thought she would blame me, but she didn't say anything. She only glanced at me after calming down, told me to wait right here. I had no idea what she meant, but I still obeyed obediently. Not long after, I saw her grab Jiang Shuo by the hair and yank him violently towards us. He did this, right? Mm-hmm. You bastard, if anything happens to my daughter, I will never let you off the hook. Auntie, this is all Gu Cheng's fault. If it weren't for him, Yuyan wouldn't have gotten hurt. Do you think saying that will make me let you go? Gu Cheng is my son-in-law. You heard him. I still won't let you get away with this. I always thought she didn't like me. I never expected her to say something like that. Why, Auntie? You used to like me so much before. I was blind back then. I know every single thing you've done. Out of respect for your grandfather, we didn't hold it against you, but we never thought you'd become even worse. If anything happens to Yuyan, you'll never live a peaceful day again. Ah. If anything bad happens to Yuyan, the entire Zhang family will pay for it with everything they have. I didn't want to hear a single word they said. I just stared quietly at the operating room door. I only hope Song Yuyan is okay. The operating room light went out. My eyes lit up immediately. Everyone be quiet. The surgery is over. Okay. After the doctor came out, we both stepped forward at the same time to ask about Song Yuyan's condition. All right, all the wounds have been stitched up. As for the next situation, it all depends on her will to live. Song Yuyan was sent to the VIP ward for observation. Song's mom and I walked in at the same time. Song's mom's eyes were red and puffy. She had none of the ferocity she had when dealing with Jiang Shuo earlier. At the end of the day, she's just a mother worried sick about her daughter. I'm sorry, Auntie. I won't lie, I am upset with you. But I know this is all Jiangshuo's fault.
Don't worry, Auntie.
No matter what happens, I will take good care of Yuyan. I know all about you two planning to get a divorce. I didn't like you before, that's true. But I never made things hard for you on purpose. Guchen, confidence comes from within. If you look down on yourself, how can you expect others to think you're good enough for Yuyan? Mr. and Mrs. Song only have this one daughter. Most of the time. They respect her personal opinions very much. Song's mom had never talked to me in such a heartfelt way before. I've taken care of everything already. Now we just have to wait for Yuyan to wake up. You've been on watch all night. You must be tired too. Go back and get a good rest first. It's okay. I'm still young. You guys head back first. Gucheng. When I woke up again, I was lying on the hospital bed next to Song Yuyan. Song Yuyan's mom was really happy to see me awake. How are you feeling? Anywhere you feel unwell? Much better. How long have I been asleep? Not long. The doctor said you were overworked. He told you to get plenty of rest. Is there anything else? Yuyan is pregnant. Did you know that? I didn't want them to find out. If they knew Song Yuyan was carrying my baby, they'd definitely make her keep it. After all, they're already short of an heir. After we get divorced, they'll definitely fight me for the child's custody. With their financial strength, I don't stand a single chance at all. I don't want to meddle in your business with Yu Yan. But this baby, the doctor said, as long as the mother is safe, the baby will be fine. Yu Yan will definitely keep the baby when she wakes up. We hope he can grow up in an intact and healthy family. Auntie, we can talk about this later. The top priority right now is whether Yu Yan can wake up. Gucheng Yu Yan is the one who wronged you. But she truly loves you. She just doesn't know how to express her feelings. She patted my shoulder before leaving and told me, don't worry. No matter what happens, the Song family will keep you safe and sound. That's also what Yuyan wants the most. After Song Yuyan's mom left, only Song Yuyan and I were left in the ward. I looked at her tightly closed eyes and felt a twinge of heartache. But when I thought of this baby, I got a little angry again. Song Yuyan, I remember you said you didn't want this baby. If you really give up on it after you wake up, then I hope you never wake up at all. Didn't you say you wanted to make amends? Didn't you want to change for the better? Lying here like this right now? Are you trying to slack off? I know she can't hear me, but what her mom said just now affected me a lot. I needed an outlet to let my feelings out. Song Yuyan, since you don't like kids, after you wake up and give birth to him, I'll take care of the baby myself, but the kid will still call you mom. You're his biological mother. Even if we get divorced, we can still get along peacefully, but I'm not going to end up alone forever. Maybe pretty soon, your kid will be calling someone else mom. I said that on purpose to annoy her. I won't remarry. I might date someone, but I'll never get married again. What do you think of Ye Zhishuan? She's liked me for so many years, and she even saved my life. She might make a really good stepmom. Before I finished talking, Song Yuyan's finger suddenly twitched a little, but it was just one small movement. Song Yuyan, I'm not kidding with you. If you don't wake up soon, I'll go find her later. Song Yuyan's eyelid suddenly twitched. I saw it clearly this time. It wasn't my imagination. Doctor, let me check. Her heartbeat is strong. Her breathing is steady. Her consciousness is coming back. She should wake up very soon. It was midnight. I started feeling really sleepy. I leaned over the bed holding her hand. It was a little cold in the hospital at night. I was just about to get up to find a blanket when my shoulder suddenly felt warm. I was startled and opened my eyes immediately. I saw Song Yuyan covering me with a blanket. You're awake. Yuyan, you're awake. I'll go get the doctor. Wait a second. Huh. That's great. Don't you let my kid call someone else mom. Did you hear that? Her voice was muffled. She just woke up and already rushed to say that. I pushed her away, half annoyed, half amused. I think we should let the doctor check your head first. After Song Yuyan woke up, she took me to a psychologist to get a full counseling session. We wanted to find the root of the problem. But when she found out what the reason was, that look of utter regret on her face is still fresh in my memory even now. Gucheng. All those things I said were just angry words. How could I ever not want our baby? Back then, you said, as long as I got pregnant, I wouldn't have to deal with Jiang Shuo, right? Even if you argued with me again, I just thought you were being jealous. A little coaxing would fix everything. I know I messed up, but I kept telling myself I had my own reasons. I just wanted you to understand me. But I never stopped to think how you felt. Song Yuyan seemed terrified thinking back. She slowly wrapped her arms tight around me from behind. When you said those things back then, I thought you were using the baby as a tool to chase fame and profit. That's why I got so angry and said those awful things. But I never meant any of it. I knew exactly what she meant. I've also said a lot of things that hurt our relationship. But that time, she really broke my heart. Honey, can you give me one more chance? I can't live without you, and I can't lose this baby either. Just give me a chance to prove myself, okay? If we're still stuck like this later, and you're dead set on leaving me, I won't say a single word of complaint. We were so in love once. If we end things just like this, I can't accept that. It's not like I don't have doubts too. But I really don't dare to try again. Everything he said was right. There are so many big misunderstandings between us. But no matter how many misunderstandings we have, the pain I went through was all real. I was hurt too.